So we have with us today Piers Morgan, VP and GM International, eSentire. Welcome, Piers.
Anita, lovely to see you again.
Pleasure, Piers. Now, Piers, tell me, there are many organizations that claim to provide managed detection and response cybersecurity services. Now, how do you differentiate yourself, eSentire, how does it differentiate itself in such a crowded and confusing market?
Great opening question. And there's a long answer, but I will give you the shorter answer. So we at eSentire very much play within the managed detection and response arena. We began going for 20 years, very, very experienced within the industry. And we have some very unique service capabilities because we've been working across the globe, detecting threats for those many, many years. We have different flavors in terms of technology stacks, which maybe I'll come on to later. But we have a unique business offering in terms of we use MDR with a capital R, and we call it MDR cubed. So we call it response, remediation, and results. The most important thing is for us is we deliver results for our customers. The threat landscape is becoming so complex and is not necessarily misunderstood, but there is a degree and a lot of risk involved for our existing customers and the customers who are coming in to take our services. So we as eSentire, we believe ourselves as the defining company from an MDR perspective, and we say to our customers and our alliance partners, an attack on them is attack on us. We take it personally.
Absolutely. Now, there is a lot of confusion, between MDR and MSSP. A lot of people tend to think of both as the same thing. So, can you tell us the difference between these two concepts?
Yeah, indeed. I mean, we like to describe ourselves as whilst a specialist MDR corporation, but we are more of a hybrid technology company. We have our own proprietary software as a service that we have developed over the years and continue to develop, which is very much linked to our Atlas XDR platform, which is where I suppose we could say our secret sauce exists within that platform to service our customers' needs. I think managed service security providers, or MSSPs as the acronym says, they spread themselves very, very thinly. We concentrate purely on those security as a service at an MDR, a detection and response level. We don't get involved with firewalls or at the gateway. We do work with some very, very key alliance partners and have done for many years in terms of our established relationships going to market with them. Best in class vendors. On the endpoint side, people such as Microsoft, SentinelOne, CrowdStrike, VMware Carbon Black. On the log side, we work with people like Sumo Logic. On the vulnerability management perspective, we work very closely with people like Tenable. And those subscription services fit very nicely with our shrink wrap service, which is our MDR service offering. And we can work very, very closely with those customers that use those subscription service providers and others as well.
Right. Now, let's come to this region in particular. Now, why is the Middle East such an important region for you?
I think the whole globe is a lot smaller place now, particularly from a security threat landscape perspective. We see the region as having been always tech savvy, leading edge, but at the same time that presents risks to all of those companies and corporations that are based here. So what we are doing now at the moment, we are investing heavily with both our partners through the Alliance program I just explained, but also taking our value proposition and how we can actually help corporate enterprise customers across a multitude of different verticals and sectors, from healthcare through to finance, through to manufacturing, through to shipping, oil and gas, government obviously, and we have solutions that we can tailor-make to our customers' needs. We're not an off-the-shelf organization. We can be creative and tailor-make our services to fit the needs of those customers. But in terms of the region, we're seeing exponential growth for our own business, but the only reason that is growing is because the companies within this region are also growing and becoming more globally visible and stretching their own wings. So it's a very exciting time here in the Middle East. We're very proud to be part of it. We're at the start of a long and exciting journey, but we are looking forward to forging ahead and scaling our capabilities in the coming months and years.
Right. So tell us a little about your plans for the region.
Yeah, so just touched on that a little bit. So we are putting feet on the ground. Whilst I personally love coming to Dubai, the UAE, and across the Middle East, love coming to meet the people here and the culture. But it's now time, based on our recent successes here, for us to put full-time feet on the ground. So we're doing that on one form of investment. In terms of bringing our services and technology closer to the market, we are also committing to invest in infrastructure here in the region. So we will be looking at opening security operation centres manned by our own analysts. We currently have around 200 dedicated human analysts that sit across the globe, but we want to pinpoint those to this region, so we understand exactly, feet on the ground, what's going on a day-by-day, if not hourly basis. So that's our commitment, and also we are very, very much expanding our reach to the local market here in the Middle East with the appointment, and we are being very selective of dedicated partners who can take our services out to the marketplace.
Right. Now tell us about your collaboration with MMA Infosec.
Yeah, absolutely. Very good segue there from channel into MMA. So MMA were our first exclusive partner that we appointed, very much concentrating on the United Arab Emirates, the 7 Emirates, but they are exceeding our expectations. The reason that we chose MMA Infosec, maybe over some other partners for that degree of exclusivity, is their expertise and knowledge of that whole security fabric, both in the region, but how they are very much forward thinking in terms of understanding the market and the needs of customers. They're very, very knowledgeable, both from a technical and a commercial perspective, in terms of actually listening to customers and what they need. There are many, many partners out there that want the eSentire logo or many other security vendors' logos, and they will go and dictate and tell the customers. What I like about Amit and his team at MMA Infosec is they introduce to customers, have great relationships. Why are those relationships so good is because they actually sit down and let the customer talk. They ask the CISO and his leadership team, what is keeping you up at night? What are the headaches? Where are you stretched on resources? What can they, as MMA Infosec, as best-in-class providers of services, help with to relieve some of that pressure and maybe let CISOs sleep better at night?
Absolutely. Tell us a little more about the synergy between eSentire and MMA Infosec, and what is it going to bring to the region?
So if you look at our value proposition, which is very much around that response, remediate, and delivering results, and delivering it results quickly. MMA have a similar outlook for all of their customers. They are providing, how can I describe it? Solutions, not a revolution. They're not trying to reinvent the wheel, but they are keeping up with technology, particularly within the security environment. And I think that's what attracted us to, and as you say, the synergy between our own value proposition and their thoughts on their own marketplace, where they've been very successful. I think there was just a natural capability and fit, and we also get on very well. We celebrate the wins together, but we also try and understand if we sometimes lose, why that has happened, and then we move on from there. And then, yeah, it's been a great journey, short journey so far, so we're looking forward to the future with them.
I'm sure it's going to be a very exciting future with two very customer-focused organizations.
Absolutely. We are very much about being customer-centric. MMA have that same vision, and I think, I've said it once or several times. I will say it again. It's about listening and understanding the frustrations the customer has, but also acting as that trusted advisor. And when, yes, it's very easy for me to say, what is your headaches, what's keeping you up at night? But also, if you look at how we go to market and how our various business areas work within eSentire, from our operations team, through our customer success managers, through to our network specialists, through to our TRU, our threat response unit, who act within minutes on any threats to our customers, then MMA are also there to basically hold our hands in front of the customer and make sure we deliver those results with a capital R.
Absolutely, right. Thank you so much, Piers, for your time. Thank you so much.
Anita, lovely to see you again. See you again soon.